Alrighty, so it's about 1:34 in the morning, so we're gonna call it about an hour after NaNoWriMo. I was able to complete 2 out of 4 of the books that I started at the beginning of the month, which was all 4 of them: The White Rose Butcher, The Truth to Living, The Body of a Rebel, and Serial Killers Anonymous. I finished writing The White Rose Butcher and Serial Killers Anonymous. Serial Killers was the one that I finished first, around 11 something, I do believe, p.m. And that was 34,781 words, which makes it roughly considered a novella. The original goal for that one was only 17.5 thousand, so I was actually incredibly surprised at how long I was able to keep the chapters going and at how long I still had inspiration to keep writing it throughout the day. The second one I finished was The White Rose Butcher, and that one was 50,545 words. That was book 5 in the Bo Austin series, and that one was finished like pretty much 30 seconds before the end of NaNoWriMo. I had to write 2 chapters and an epilogue for that, and I think I wrote 11 or 12 chapters of Serial Killers in a day. I wrote just under 11,000 words for day 30 of NaNoWriMo. I worked my ass off, in short, to finish writing Serial Killers and The White Rose because I said that was my goal, and I like living up to that goal, so we did. I ended Nano with over 180,000 words. I don't have the exact count anywhere around me because I don't have it up on my screen at the moment on my computer over there, but I know it was over 180,000. That's more than I typically write for CampNaNos, I do believe. I think it was last November when I wrote like 300,000 words, and that's because I edited one of my books like 3 times in the 1 month because it was when I was self-publishing The Bridge to Truth Can Be Rickety. So in the months that follow before the next Nano, which I believe is in July, which means I will be back in June with a prep video again for the entire month of June, and then the entire month of July will be a CampNaNo video again. But in the months leading up to that, I will be writing book 6 in The White Rose Butcher and all that fun stuff. So by the time that July comes around, I'll probably be working on like book 8, most likely, of the Bo Austin series. I'm going to be editing See None, Hear None, Speak None again in the months that follow. I'm going to be working on the next book in the Carver Baxter series, the next book in the Rex Lawson series. I have First Year Associate, After the Second Fall, and Mysterious Red to write. Mysterious Red and First Year Associate are 2 different series that will be starting. And After the Second Fall is not a series, so it will be the only book in that one. It will probably be a longer book, but it won't be several unless I decide to make a really big book shorter by separating it into a series. But really the months that follow are just a lot of writing and a lot of editing and adding to this list and adding to my editing list, which is much shorter because I do not like editing, but I still edit all my own stuff. I'll be editing another book for another Wattpad author in the months that follow as well, a zombie book, because I like editing zombie novels. But other than that, I don't know, that's the main plan. But I feel pretty good about this April and the way it went. I feel great that I was able to finish 2 out of 4 of the books that I originally started on the first. And I feel like I accomplished a lot in general, even though I kept adding more books to my plate and more outlining to my plate and a lot of editing and so on and so forth. I tend to overfill my schedule. It's something I'm really good at and always have been pretty good at. I suppose it's just a good thing that I'm good at multitasking and keeping track of which book is which. Either way, I will be back, like I said, in June. as long as CampNaNo takes place in July, in which case I will be back on June 1st with a prep month for the month of June, and then the month of July will be another CampNaNo. And then I will be back again in November for the real NaNoWriMo. Either way, that is all I have. Thank you guys for sticking with me through all of my craziness in April CampNaNo, and I hope to see you guys in June for CampNaNo prep again. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.